Hi everyone. So today I'm writing about, customer service and how you deal with bad customer service. I really feel like the climate that we're in today, companies can't afford to have poor customer service. They really can't. I mean, people aren't spending money like they used to. So when they do deal with a company, they kind of want to leave with a positive impression. So it's always great when I receive good customer service. But lately, I've been getting not so great customer service, particularly with AT&T. And the thing is, I've used AT&T for the past couple years. They've been my primary internet provider for several years. I have my cell phone with AT&T, so I've used them for quite a long time, and it's usually not too much of a problem. But over the last, 8 months to 9 months or so, I moved, and I had to change my router or like relocate it or something. So I had to get a new account number, and so I don't know how they do it in their system, but I have had the same issue with them for the last 9 months. I've literally called them maybe like 7 times about the same problem, and I've spent countless hours on the phone with them. Given how the last conversation I had with them lasted over an hour, I would definitely say I've spent a good total maybe 5 hours on the phone with him over the course of the last 8 or 9 months, and it's just really frustrating because it's the same one issue. It's not as if I was calling about several different issues over the course of the last couple of months. No, one issue and that's it. It's always my billing. They managed to charge me varying amounts in the last couple of months. One month it'll be $15, which is what it's supposed to be. The next month it'll be $30, and then the next month it'll be no dollars, and then the next month it'll be 15, and I'm just confused as to why they can't straighten this out, especially when I called and spent so long uh, talking to them about this. So it's really frustrating for me to have to deal with this month after month because I don't have time to deal with them for over an hour, whatever I call them, because I have things to do. So it's incredibly frustrating having to deal with these people uh, and this company. But I always feel bad initially because I don't like being angry with there are representatives that answer AT&T's phone number. I know it's not that poor individual's fault that my billing keeps getting screwed up. They aren't the ones crunching the numbers, but they are the unfortunate person that happened to answer my angry phone call. So I usually start off incredibly, incredibly mad and just frustrated and irritated, but I eventually calm down because I feel really bad. I don't want to yell or take out my frustrations on that poor person that just happened to answer my call. So I'll eventually realize that it's not that person's fault. But gosh, initially it is so frustrating and I'm just so angry and I can't help it. And so there's actually another incident that I wanted to discuss. It involves Delta, and I've written a previous post about Delta, and it's about one of their angry flight attendants that he wasn't very nice. But I had another bad experience with Delta a couple months ago, in which I had purchased my ticket online and was at the airport trying to get back home. And for some reason, they couldn't find me in their system or something. It took them a really long time to find me. And then by the time they found me, something I couldn't get on the flight. For some random reason, I just couldn't get on the flight. And so what they wanted to do was book me the next flight out, which I was like, oh, I was down for. I was like, okay, let's do it. But they wanted to charge me for a full one-way ticket the next morning, which was, I don't remember, $400 or something ridiculous. And it's like $400 is more than I paid for my round trip ticket. So there was no way I was paying $400 to get for a one-way ticket when I had already paid whatever it was, the original amount, and I should have been on that flight. And the man that I was talking with, who was looking up my information, he was friendly enough, but he just didn't really offer much help. He just simply told me to find, perhaps I'd have better luck finding another airline with a cheaper rate if I went online. And so I left and I did some research, and all of the tickets were incredibly expensive. And so I decided to call Delta and speak with one of their customer representatives. And instead of yelling or instead of being frustrated and getting mad and impatient like I do with AT&T, who has repeatedly screwed up, I decided to be nice, and was stern, and I was assertive, and I let them know exactly what the issue was and how I was disappointed that I had to miss my flight, but even more disappointed that this couldn't get resolved at the airport. And so after talking with the lady that was there, she agreed to discount my flight ticket and she waived several fees. So the end amount was not even half of the amount. It was way less than what they wanted me to pay, the $400, when I was at the airport. And so I feel like sometimes it definitely helps to speak with whoever it is you speak with calmly, despite the fact that it is their fault that they did screw up or that they continually screw up, because I think it really makes the representative much more apt to wanting to help you, wanting to do whatever it is that you want them to do, because I don't feel like screaming or yelling at them is really going to make them do what you want or make them give you what you want, because at the end of the day they can always simply say no. So that's really my point of view. But like I said, I don't always take the high road. I'm willing to admit I've yelled at AT&T several times. I've definitely raised my voice, but I try not to. It's not my goal. I don't really want to intimidate someone into doing something. I just want them to just fix the problem. That's it. That's all. So let me know how you guys handle poor customer service or problems that have arisen with different companies and what's worked for you. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.